get their way through. And I have to hope now Synergy actually loses a match, or Synergy might be the team to come through with a perfect 4-0 scoreline. But we're kicking things off here in our first match, Kicked Puppies. You know, I would have liked the name Kicked Kittens better personally, up against Synergy.
Thought you were more of a dog person.
I am. That's why I would rather say kicking cats and then instead of puppies.
Oh, makes sense. Oh, not actually quite getting to get in the goal on that first try there. So going to be passing things around, changing the possession there actually to kick puppies.
And the thing is, for these teams, there's going to be a clear difference in terms of the names you're going to recognize. Slyn, he used to play for Aftershock last season. He's generally like the veteran of the team of Kick Puppies. Where on the other side, you're going to recognize every single one of those names. Idolego, he played on Blast. You had Maddie, who played on Aftershock and Ding. And Nilevik, he played on basically every team in existence last season. I can't even narrow it down to just one in particular. But you see, in general, the possession has gone the way of the blue side here for Synergy. But this is going to be a great little breakaway, and this should be a guaranteed points. But no! Someone actually comes in on the defense and actually blocks it out. Somehow, they re-grab back and get the defense.
And still nothing scored, and we're already a minute into the game. That is a fifth of the game.
Oh my gosh.
Down.
Oh, the disc.
The attempt at doing that long pass there, not quite managing to get it in, but now the inside shot straight away coming out as I say that.
Yeah, so the big thing, if you guys are unfamiliar with Echo Arena, which is something you can translate into Echo Combat as well, is the movement is very important when it comes to this. Being able to use your teammates to boost off of them to get across the map quick enough is super important, because as you just saw there, Synergy, they got 2 players across the field. They picked up the disc, went for the score, got the 2-point lead so far, and now we're going to see the joust. The advantage could be going to Kick Puppies, so they'll have the initial control of the disc. But it's up to them, and I'm actually curious to see, at least in last season, the way it worked was teams who were confident in their jousting abilities and their re-grab ability would go super aggressive off the get-go, which you've seen now 2 players here for Synergy do just that.
Yeah, having a little bit of a hustle in the middle. They got a player being stunned out basically immediately there.
That's another score, 100%. Yeah, and you can see like they got the disc on the other side of the field, quickly moved across yet again, and Synergy now up 4-0 up against Kick Puppies. And the funny thing is so in most esports, right, in most like traditional esports games, when one team's better than the other, the game ends quickly.
Yeah.
It's completely different when it comes to Echo Arena, because when there's one team that's clearly better, they'll be consistently scoring over and over again, and then the timer does stop until the joust kicks off yet again, which takes under like 10 to 15 seconds. So this could potentially be a long one here, but Synergy do have the massive advantage off the get-go.
Yeah, they're going to be going into this next round with a lot of confidence off the back of that, because if they can get further ahead, then that is going to make it so much harder for Kick Puppies to catch up.
All right, so Lewis actually gets stunned up here, does get the pass off to Slyn. He's going to look to push it up the field here. He's going to have quite a few defenders in his way, though, unfortunately. We can see Troy, he's actually one of the newer players here for Kick Puppies. He doesn't have as much experience as Slyn or the 3 guys in Synergy. And be constantly hammered out on. And again, it's very important to be able to know when you're going to be punched so you can actually block it away so you're not going to get hit. But we see now the push coming in. Nice little pass work as well. And they do get it behind the goal. And Lewis is going to get the first 2 points on the board here for the Puppies.
So they're catching up a little bit now, and they were kind of having to be forced to send a lot of passes just then because they were constantly getting punched or being ganged up on by Synergy. They definitely know what their positioning is. But Synergy now, they're going to have the joust advantage going into this next round.
So I'm curious, are they actually going to play the quarterback position? Where typically you leave one player back. And then he has the option of, well, if he's getting aggressed on, pass it away to one of your players to kind of split down the opposite sides of the tunnels. Or you can just continue to push up slowly. And now 2 players will be thrown directly towards him. Now they have a 2-on-1 advantage going in onto the attack, but we're going to see the other 2 players get the re-grabs back in across the map. And a quick little clear out of Idolego does get the disc out of his contention for now. But they might have a shot here. There's still going to be 1 player in the goal. It's going to be Lewis, sorry. Can't read, apparently.
Just waiting there, but Synergy, of course, managed to get that 2-point goal straight inside. So Kick Puppies, they're going to be trailing behind a little bit. 2 minutes 44 left, so there's still time for them to actually turn things around now. But, you know, you've also got to take into account the fact that morale, you know, can start to get down if they start lagging behind a little bit.
Luckily, they still have a lot of time on the board. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Still have over half the time allotted in the round left to go. It's going to be a best of 3 to see who wins this match. And again, joust advantage going back to the side of the Kick Puppies. You know, I just want to keep an eye on the way they're playing. Actually sending, 2 players directly in. Actually, no, they only sent 1 player, and they throw Idolego directly towards the disc, who's actually going to get the retrieval onto it. Now they have the potential to go for a shot. They haven't been playing that slow. They haven't been going for the passing game, trying to actually catch out the defender. They just go straight in for it. And Maddie, again, another 2 points. Got 2 stuns, and that's his first goal here so far.
Getting even further in. So far, we actually haven't seen any 3-point shots, which sometimes you do see if you get, you know, those sort of like long passes and, you know, players be sort of baited out a little bit, but so far both teams have been pretty good at having somebody in that bubble.
Yeah, it's very hard to pull off three-pointers these days because generally having that player as the goalie and having that set person as the goalie is like super important, and a lot of teams definitely put the emphasis on it. I would imagine over the course of Season 3, if the teams are, you know, generally equal in skill level, we're not going to see that many compared to Season 2, where players were still getting used to the meta and getting used to the way that they play. But I like the way Kick Puppies are playing. Thing is, in these situations, when you have the disc and you have the control and you're playing the passing game, it's just about not making mistakes, not getting stunned and losing control of the disc and throwing those passes correctly. As long as they can continue to catch them, the defenders have to quickly scramble back and forth constantly to try to pick up this disc and try to contest you. Otherwise, you could get the slam dunk for the three-point line if you're blue.
Yeah, and you mentioned there how it's really important to not get stunned out, and so far the people that we've been seen getting stunned over and over are members of Kick Puppies. It's just something the Synergy are being able to pull off really well.
Let's see Troy. Oh yeah, control the disc. He's trying to go for the clear here. Going to be quickly picked back up to Lego. Now Maddie going to get the disc back off to Nalvik, who's going to be looking to play from the side. The problem is he's got a nice little pass off. I say it's not even a problem. He's got the 1v1 situation up against the defender, and he draws them out. I actually respect the play. I didn't see who it was. I think it was Lewis. Thing is, when you're defending, you would rather be aggressive and try to make something happen than to be the one responding to the way that they're attacking you. So I can respect it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out too well for him, and Synergy now have the 8-point lead with 1:30 left to go.
Yeah, it's quite a dangerous lead for Kick Puppies to be looking at, but they do have the joust advantage in this round, so they will have a chance to get possession of that disc early. And, you know, if they play their cards right, then maybe they can catch up in those points. We have seen it happen before, but it's going to be some tough work.
Okay, so again, this time they're leaving Maddie super far back to play goalie. Looks like Nilevik and Idoleg would just be the roaming bruise or something. We saw Boop. And I want to say it was Lone Gecko do quite a bit when they were on Blast together. But now Troy has the disc actually pushed back up and over the outside pass. And again, the slam dunk comes through, and Lewis, one of the, again, newer players for the team and newer players in Echo Arena compared to the hours the other players have logged here currently on the ESL Play website. So they're able to get another couple points on the board. Keep their hopes alive.
The dream is still there. Yeah, managing to get it in there when two members of Synergy were actually distracted dealing with other members of Kicked Puppies, which meant he only had to go up against that goalkeeper there. And if you can get past that, then of course you can get it in that goal, get those 2 points on the board.
Yeah, let's see, now Synergy with control. Just wonder how Kicked Puppies are going to go about the attacks over and over. The thing is, with the time running out, Synergy technically doesn't need to score anymore. They could just play the passing game, something we see Eclipse do a ton of, just drawing out the time. Like, there's no reason for them to actually score anymore. As long as they can continue to pass, keep drawing out the defenders, and then if the defenders make the mistake, you go for the shot or you go for the play. And you can see we did have the push shot come in. Idolego's going to get the recovery, the rebound off the knock away from the goal. But again, just so much time being wasted. There's another 20 seconds that Kick Puppies won't have an opportunity to even make a score with.
Yeah, and like seeing them just be able to boost themselves along there to take that possession of the disc. It is actually now in the possession of Kick Puppies, who are going to be attempting to get it to the other side of the playing field here. But Synergy have taken it back for themselves already. Yeah,
and they're going to draw the timeout. I'm going to actually almost call it here. Kick Puppies have no chance to score the 6 points, the 2 3-pointers they need in the 20 seconds. Because even if they did score, Synergy would have joust advantage and would have control of the disc off the get-go. So Synergy is going to be taking the first round here in this best of 3 and get themselves one step closer to going up 3. Okay, well, hold on a minute. All right, so Synergy call up a little bit of a misstep there. Sling gets the 3 points. But again, 10 seconds, so if Kick Puppies can't get the regrabs quick enough, if they can't get across the field fast enough, and if, well, whoever picks it up for Synergy doesn't miss the clear, then they don't have a chance.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, great for Kick Puppies. They managed to get that 3-point goal, but it is in these last 10 and a half seconds going to be really, really difficult for them to actually be able to bring up that, you know, another 3 points. That's basically what they have to do within 10 seconds while the enemy team have that joust advantage.
Why do they have anyone defending? Lewis should have went. I mean, maybe he's going for the clear, and now he's actually sitting back at the bubble. That's a little bit of a misstep. I would have said throw all 3 players in. Try to actually catch the disc when they try to go for the clear. Like, hit the midpoint of the field, split up across, and try to actually pick up the disc when it does get inevitably thrown away. So Synergy does take the lead 10-7. They take the first round. It turned out to be closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, Synergy have a team of, like, legend players who have been playing consistently since, like, the first season. But I think that last 3-pointer by Slyn was a little bit of a misstep, a little bit of overconfidence out of Synergy.
I think they heard you saying, "Oh, now I'm calling it here. It's over," and then they.
I mean, it shouldn't happen. You shouldn't. if you have equal skill teams, you should not be able to come back from that deficit in a minute 30 if you're playing it correctly as the team with the advantage.
I think as exciting as it is to see something kind of like that come out and happen, something unexpected, you know, we got to that point where the time was so low by the end that they still weren't going to take it. So it's kind of a little bit devastating for them in that sense, knowing that they managed to pull that one off, even exploiting the mistakes of the enemy team, and yet still not taking that win. But they have a chance in this next round here.
Yeah, they need a strong start. The thing is, the time you waste in the beginning, if you do fall behind, is time completely wasted in general. And as you saw, like with a minute 30 left to go, Synergy did waste, I want to say, like almost a minute off the clock before Kick Puppies were even able to get possession. But we see a big brawl happening here. A good clears going to come through out of Nalvik, it looks like. He's going to get completely across the other side of the field. You can still see, I swear, this is not a boxing match. This is a sports match here.
So much stunning and punching going on. But Kick Puppies, we've got Slin here with possession, so they're going to be taking this up the other end. If they don't get punched out too much, Jason.
I mean, yeah, if they don't go unconscious, though. I don't know if robots can go up unconscious. Maybe they'll hit the BSOD, and that'd be a little bit unfortunate for him. And actually, there's a potentially open shot here. Again, the great passing out of Kick Puppies. I'll definitely give them credit for that. They've definitely been able to, I think, pull off the passing game better than Synergy. And just to see right there, Troy, so just pass directly to him, gets the shot. And that's a lead here for Kick Puppies for the first time in the series.
That's nice for them. I did wonder actually if they were going to go for a shot off that backboard there, but they did end up doing one last pass before they did and getting that inside shot. But, you know, 1 minute down, again, this is kind of similar to last round where they killed off a lot of that time before actually anyone scored their first goal.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a good sign for Kick Puppies, but they don't necessarily have the lead to make that work just yet. They can maybe get a couple of more points on the board and really kind of punish Synergy, not let them get comfortable. And we're seeing like great work out of them in general. Like the movement out of both teams is fantastic. You can see the two players who are kind of bruising, trying to actually catch out the guy with the disc. But you can see Synergy doing a fantastic job of just keeping themselves zoned out, keeping an angle to actually use to get the pass off. And now they're going to go for the attack here, trying to go for the shot, and they will just barely through. Threads the needle, and Idalego's going to tie things up.
Yeah, and now this is going to be, you know, getting a bit sweaty pants for Kick Puppies because, you know, they don't have, even that albeit small lead that they did have, they don't have that for themselves anymore. And so they know, you know, with one round already lost to the enemy team, they're going to be having to work hard to ensure that they maintain this lead because after seeing what we've seen so far, they could very easily lose it.
Yeah, about a minute for Kick Puppies to score the first two, 20 seconds for Synergy. I'm imagining again.
Sends a message.
Yeah, well, I'm imagining Maddie going to continue to sit back and actually been able to pick up the disc, and there you go. It didn't even catch because it happened so quick, but that's exactly what's going to go down if the two players get across the field quick enough, and as the quarterback, if you're not able to clear the disc quick enough, they're eventually going to score 3 points, and you now Synergy have the massive lead.
Well, Kick Puppies do have the joust advantage, I guess. You've got to keep...
They had it last time, but that didn't help them. They need to be quicker.
I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive on their behalf, but they do have their work cut out.
If it was Kick Kitties, you wouldn't try to be positive. Let's be honest. It's just the puppies that gets
are
you.
better than kitties.
That's definitely true. Okay, so let's see. I'm imagining Synergy's not going to get away with that yet again. All right, yeah, so they're actually going to get the clear this time. They're actually not going to just charge straight into the quarterback, which is, I think, one of the first times that they actually done that, which might have caught the Kick Puppies off guard there. But now they have to retreat, let's get back towards the goal as quick as they possibly can. Maddie's going to need some sort of assistance. And again, the disc actually has been dislodged. Again, like when you see two players coming at you, the pressure gets to you. And if you miss your passes, which they've done consistently, it buys time for the defending team to get to you and potentially get the interception.
Yeah, it's all about having control over those enemies, but Kick Puppies, they managed to get that inside shot just there. Still not quite taking the lead, as of course it wasn't a three-pointer, but it does get a little bit closer to evening things out.
See, I want to see Apfenter. And if you guys are ever a fan of Echo Arena, you should know that name. He is hands down the best goalie
Goalkeeper
in the game, and he's also fantastic looking, and he's a big teddy bear, as he loves to give hugs. I don't know why I'm bringing that up. But he's one of the best goalies, and we've not seen anyone so far, at least in this match, have that presence he's been able to do. He's just kind of that brick wall that just no one seems to be able to get past easily. But the defenders so far have been having a very rough time. But again, you see those two players pushing up. They actually get separated from each other, so they're not going to be able to get back across the field as quickly as they want to, which might offer an opportunity for a 2-on-1 advantage. But it doesn't.
So far, we're just seeing some slow passes here. Well, Synergy being in control and straight away getting that goal right there, taking up to a 3-point lead with 7 points now on the board.
Again, you're seeing Kick Puppies try to, change up their defending style, or maybe they're realizing their style is not working. We've seen Synergy on the defense. They stick two players together, Nalvik and Idalego, and they will chase the disc like a hound dog the entire time, trying to play catch. And they're always trying to play catch up. And again, that forces pressure onto the person with the disc on Kick Puppy's side. This defense, though, for Kick Puppies, they actually kind of played man-to-man coverage, but man-to-man's generally not going to work, because if you ever get stunned up once, you're going to completely lose control of being able to catch up to the person you're trying to defend. As again, you see the punches coming here for Troy's, might go for the re-punch on Idle Lego and then using the boost off of. They might go for the great little footwork and the pass work here to go for another 2 points.
Oh, not quite actually getting it in there, but it's looking like they may get to keep control of the disc if they can actually catch up to it, although right now it's not in possession of anybody.
We swear they are trying to touch this. They're not flying around it on purpose. It will be cleared, though, towards the opposite side of the field. We'll hit the force field. Now you see the 2 players. Yeah, look at that. They know they have the time. They know how they have the opportunity for another 3 points. And if you missed that now, Vic, I swear I was having flashbacks to the numerous times that you have missed those shots. But he's going to hit it. And now back to a 6-point scoreline here with 10-4. That looks really reminiscent.
Very familiar, doesn't it, Jason?
I feel like in the first round, we might have seen the scoreline. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a 3-pointer coming out of Slyn in just a few seconds.
Well, the difference is there's actually 2 minutes on the board now, so there's a little bit more time to play with, although we are less than half of the time left. So, you know, it's still going to be a little bit difficult here for Kick Puppies, but they have got a little bit more time. So, you know, if they could pull off those 3-pointers again, I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Sorry, the pass got missed yet again. The pressure came in out of Nalvik and Adolego. They're able to get the recovery onto it. Luckily, will they be able to hit the shot is the real question. I'm going to say yes, but no, of course. The commentator's curse comes through. The one time the defender of Maddie actually gets the defense onto it. Now another 3 points could come in. He has a really off angle onto it, so he's just going to hold on to the disc for now. Go for the pass yet again, and the slam dunk from behind. And Synergy now, 8-point lead. It took me a second there to calculate that one, but 1:40 left to go. Kick Puppies will have control of the disc. But this is where Synergy, they could technically let a shot go through and then just hold the disc and play the waiting game.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Is when you're in the lead at this point in time, you kind of want to just sort of play it slow, because as you said earlier, you don't need to be scoring goals because you're so much further ahead. But Kick Puppies, of course, don't actually have that advantage in this situation, so they're going to have to try and score these goals to get the points.
And let's see, coming back in. 2 players going directly in for the disc. They do send actually, Idolego straight for the quarterback, and the other one breaks off, which is going to be Nilevik. I'll get their names right eventually. Pass comes in to Idolego. He's going to have an off angle for the shot. He's actually drawing in every defender. But again, he's playing the clock. They realize we don't have to score. Play the time, force Kick Puppies to be the one to get aggressive, and if you ever catch them out making a mistake, you can go for the shot, but that's actually going to be slapped away back out of the goal and back towards the other side of the field.
Yeah, Kick Puppies receiving 2 stuns there for their hard work of keeping that goal, and the disc just going to be floating off, although it looks like now Synergy are going to be regaining possession.
See, I mean, the thing is, it's not as respectable. Okay, well, all right, Idolego. Yeah, I was trying to make a point here. It's not as respectable from players, but honestly, if I was Synergy, I would just literally take the disc and just hold it and just wait for them to come to me. Like, yeah, it's not the prettiest of plays, but it's not about playing pretty. It's about playing smart. You know, exactly. It's about winning, getting that W into your column and putting them up to 3-0. And honestly, one step away from taking them the 330 euros for this week. Like, Eclipse did it against Gravity in the finals at Oculus Connect 5. Again, it's not like the most great thing to watch, but it's the smartest play. And I guess Synergy are feeling confident enough to just continue to play the way they want to.
Well, you said it there. It's getting closer and closer. They do have 10 points ahead.
Yeah, 10 points, and with 50 seconds left to go, there might be have an opportunity for a 1v1 here to actually pull off the 2, but he's actually going to go a little bit wide with the shot. The little pressure did come in out of Maddie to go for the stun, and he's going to go for the clear as well. No one's going to be able to chase onto this. And the time will continue to tick away, just like the hopes of the Puppies for not getting kicked here today. And that's going to be another 3 points coming in. I'm just imagining corgis with their like little puppy corgis with their ears flapping, and then Sarah just comes along, just kicks them like a field goal.
God, that's a horrible thought. And then that must actually feel like a bit of a kick in the teeth as well, given that Synergy just managed to get that 3 points because the goal was just completely wide open with Kick Puppies elsewhere on the field.
Let's be fair to them, though. I mean, with time left, they had to play super aggressive. Like, they had to do that. And this is just kind of what happens if you don't pull out aggression off earlier, or if you fall this far behind, is that you have to make these drastic moves. And sometimes, well, the moves aren't going to work out for you. But with the scoreline we have of 13 points, it just doesn't matter. Like, there is no coming back for this, and Synergy should take the 2-0.
Yeah, and this is where we also start to see kind of a little bit of pressure, although they managed to get that long shot there with the 3 points, I was going to say.
2 rounds in a row, I called it, and then they score a 3-pointer.
You can use that to your advantage. Whoever your favorite team is, just make sure you're making those.
I'm not allowed to have favorites.
But I was going to say that sometimes pressure can mean that you don't necessarily end up getting the passes or the shots that you want to, but actually it's looking a little bit more like right at these last minutes, Kick Puppies, that's when they're doing even better. But with just 20 seconds left to go in the Joust advantage to Synergy, I think it might be a little bit too late for them.
You see at the bottom, like the little stats of the points, assists, saves, steals. I really wish there was like missed passes.
Oh, that's cruel.
No, because that's what's caused the score discrepancy, is that Kick Puppies, unfortunately, just couldn't handle the aggression out of Synergy, of the two-man fighting squad of Nalvik and Adalego, and the passes would be missed, and you just can't afford to miss passes because it's going to eventually turn into some scores for the other team. And as you can see now, 17-7, that is a 10-point difference.
Yep. A+.
Yep, there we go. Got it. I was good at math at one point.
Were you?
I was good at something at one point in my life. Being tall, as Blue knows. Because hilarious, he is the shortest person here today.